I don't. I'm moving too low. I'm moving too. No, no end of this stream because if anybody just comes on here, um. Oh, hi, Gail. Gail, just a minute here. I'm playing on an old computer, and it just. I thought I was going to see if I could make a video, but it says I'm going live now. So, okay, can you hear me now better? And how am I? I'm looking blurry. I'm looking very blurry on my end. Am I looking very blurry to you? All fuzzy? Hi, Samantha Owens. Hey, Gail. Am I looking blurry to you guys? I'm just playing. Okay, not too bad. I'm just trying to figure out something different that I can do here in my sewing room. Samantha, you did. Samantha, I owe you such an apology, girl. I got your message that said you were in Homosassa, and by the time I got your message was like a month later, because I'm not good with my messages on my phone. But hi, Hildegun. Oh my goodness. I've never done this way is to just go live right straight on YouTube. But what I'm trying to do is figure out how I can have my old computer set up in my sewing room so I don't have to use my camera. Hi, Vanessa. And and so I got my old computer hooked up in here, but I'm having to use this pad. I don't have a mouse. I have to get me a mouse or a rat. And hi, shabby, juju, shabby, crafty, crafty as shabby shack Jude. I mean Jude. Hi, Jude. Hey, Jude. Okay, so what I'm doing really is practicing here, and I'm in my sewing room now, but there's a lot I want to videotape from my sewing room because I do a lot in this room too. And lately I've been working on my quilt. Some of you have watched me do my quilt. I just did a video on this here square. I just did this square on a video from my phone, but it quit right and I wasn't done. Hi, Jersey Crafter Laura. But I decided I miss doing live streams. I really miss doing live streams because what happens is I do a video and then I read the comments below and I get comments in there because I always ask for advice or give me your tips and tricks and that kind of stuff. I love that. And so then I read, Laura is stitching and listening. And so, Laura, I loved your picture of great grandma or whatever who was forever the original owner of your farmhouse. That was just made me feel at home. But anyway, so I've made two of these squares with the ribbons. So I'll probably wind up making some more of these with the ribbons because I have a lot of ribbons. So I just did a video showing the ribbon one I did. And and but it cut right off. It cut right off as I was it cut off as before I was finished. And it said on my phone that my storage was, I ran out of storage. So I couldn't go any further. I have this. This I've had in my everybody's got one of those boxes. You know, it's like your junk drawer. And so I've had that for like forever. And I want to put that on I want to use that on one of my squares. But I, like I was starting to say, oh, that'll just fit too on one. It'll just fit nicely on one. But what I was starting to say is that I miss having people kind of tell me things to help me. Um, oh, Samantha says I was just starting. Yeah, I just did upload that one, and then I said, well, I got to find a different way of doing things because because the phone is just not. It's not making me happy. You know, I need to be. I need to be made happy, and I need more than the phone to make me happy. And so I'm digging right now. I'm digging in. I'm always digging in all my fabrics here, my trash, not trash fabrics, and but I just have so many scraps. So I can reach down in my scraps and pick up something looks sort of like this. Yeah. And then if I don't see anything in that bundle, I reach deeper into my scraps and pull up some more like this. And it looks like this. That's deeper down in. And so, man, I got some pretty stuff, I'm telling you. Ooh, what is all of this? This is pretty cool looking right here. There's a bunch that looks like arrows. Must have come from something. I don't know. But I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna do something with them. I'm just gonna get them all over on this here. Usually I just put up a whole bunch of different kind of stuff. But right now I'm just, well, actually I wasn't even planning to do a live video. I was just trying to see if anything worked, if I could make something work here. Hi, Colette and Miss Allie Kay. It is good to see you. It's good to see all of you. And it's always good to see new faces and go new places. And so I wonder if I can, see, now I got to figure out how I can put, let me see, how I can put this computer, because this is a laptop. You know what I need to do is, okay, there's my sewing machine. Go down there, and you can see where I'm putting stuff together right here. It'll take me a while to figure this out correctly. For me to do anything correctly takes me a while. And then I don't think I'm doing it correctly even then. So, but look at all this green. This is kind of cool right here. It's kind of cool. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? Um, but I've been finding things here and there and everywhere that I can use to, like, I found this bag of somebody sent me these things. Look at this. I'm going to take these apart. I'll take these apart, and then these will make little things. And then I have like these little let me see. Here we call them yo-yos, and in the UK and Australia in there, they call them something else. Now I can't remember. Hi, Janet. There's Janet. Oh my gosh. And what do they call these over there in Australia? They call them something else. They don't call them yo-yos. but those are going to go on. And then I have stuff like, I have some of my grandmother's. I'm reaching. Like, oh no, this isn't one of my grandmother's. I have some of my grandmother's um pot holders that she made that look like a little dress, and those I want to put on. This doily would fit on a square. I've got about 40 squares done so far. I've done about 40 of them. And I've gotten squares sent to me by beautiful, adorable, precious people. And I'm putting those on. I've got an arm. This makes a big arm. But see, I want to somehow figure how I can have my, actually right here, it shows this is my cutting surface, and then my sewing machine, and then my ironing surface over here. So that pretty much shows. And if I turn around and go like this, you can see how fat I am. Oh, that's okay. At least you know I got plenty of fluff. Keep you warm in the winter. And then my wind is, my fan is fanning stuff. So gotta iron a couple of these little pieces. I'll iron them. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? Oh yes, Suffolk puffs or yo-yo flowers. That's the word I was looking through. Look, that's the word I was looking for. The Suffolk puffs. I've heard them called that, and that is awesome. Let's see, how should I do this that I can get most use out of these? Because I want to use, hi, sweet cheeks. What does that mean? You go walk around? Okay, Papa. You go walk around, my sweet husband. He's going to go walk around. He likes to go outside and walk. And so yeah, like I said, I just put up a video that was showing my that block, and then it quit before I finished, but I was almost finished. So then that's when I said, yeah, I gotta go back to the I gotta go back and figure out what's going on or what's not going on or something. So let me see, I'll turn this up like this so I can see. Oh, Colette said I haven't been doing many lives, but now that I haven't been doing them, I find that I miss them. I miss doing them because I kind of like, even though really, I don't really keep up with them. I can't keep up with the chat real well. I still keep up with it some, and so if I'm not there, well, if I'm not there, I'm not there. And if I don't have anybody chatting, then I feel so lonely. Even if you're just chatting with each other, you're still in the same room with me. And so, but I am going to be very soon having, and I haven't even told my Gail yet, but that I'm going to be having just a small sale. And the sale is going to be, I think all of it or most of it is just going to be these will be $1 for the first however many I have. If I've got 4 of them, for the first few for me, it's going to go that way. I've seen some people doing sales that way. I kind of like them little sales rather than auctioning. And so I think that's the way I'm going to do it. I just got a few things. Some of the things are going to be, I've got some patterns. I've got a lot of patterns for like pocketbooks that have never been used. Those are like new. I'll probably have them patterns for like $1. And then I'm going to have like a groups of maybe, okay, what do I have in my thingy? I don't even remember what I have, but what are them stamps I've got there? Like dolls about this big. They're stamps, and you can stamp them, and then you can put the hi Bootsy, and then you can stamp the clothes and cut them out, put them on, and like paper dolls. And I got a bunch of them, and I think I'm gonna sell them for $2. Those are gosh, help me with the name. They're nice though. They're cute. They're really cute, and I did use them when I first got them a lot, but now they're just sitting there. So somebody else needs to get a good deal on them and and use them for a while till they're tired of them. Julie Nutting, yes, Julie Nutting. Those are them. I've probably got about 15 different ones, and so I'm going to have those in my sale, and I think I'm going to have them at $2. The Julie Nuttings, and I think that's a good price for them. And so those are going to be in there. My patterns are going to be in there. I'm going to have some lace, like I will make a collection of lace that might be $1. If that's the way I'm going to do it, like, or I might have, like on my Julie Nuttings, I'll probably put them up like A, B, C, and D, and then you choose which one you want, kind of thing. And I think that'll work out. And I don't think that there's going to be. Oh, and then I've got some. I don't know if you are familiar with the tattered lace magazines, but they come along with they come out, with the tattered lace. Oh, what do you call it? Dies. And I'm gonna have those magazines. And those are probably just going to be $1 or $2. I don't know. I'm not going to have anything that's going to be a whole lot of money. And I don't know. I might find something that's solid gold in my stashing, but not a lot of solid gold. I would say there'll be nothing over $5. Nothing over $5. Allie, good to see all of you, Miss Allie K. Yes, this sale will be. I might do it. Yeah, just like right here. Like right here where I'm at now on a live video. Live. Hi, Jennifer Haney, Mom. That's my daughter. She's so beautiful. And she just got back from vacation. I figured she'd still be sleeping about now. But anyhow, yes, it will be right here on this here channel, and it's going to be in about a week. Maybe I should make myself a date. I should make myself a date. I wonder if I should say, okay, what is today? Today is Monday. And I don't want to go too far into let's say, let me see. I wonder if I just go next Monday. And that'll give me even a push to make sure I get everything put together. I go next Monday at about, let's see, if I do 7:30 my time, 7:30 Eastern time, then and I'm not going to have anything that's heavyweight either. So shipping shouldn't be bad because I don't have anything big. And so I'm going to have like I said, like maybe some collections of lace, maybe I have some little collections of Christmas fabrics, like just small pieces, but it'll be a collection. And just enough to use for making maybe little putting stuff pieces on your tags. Oh, and then I think I even have some that is torn into. Okay, next Monday is December 7th, 2020. Yeah, Vanessa, maybe is that okay with you, Gail? Because you know Gail. I use Gail like she's just out there ready to be used. And so, and she's always helps me so much when I do a sale. And so, yes. And then I have a friend who said, she goes, I'm going to send you some things for your sale, but don't tell anybody I sent them to you. That's what she said. So I'm going to have some anonymous stuff. So anonymous stuff. Vanessa, have you had any sales lately? Because now Vanessa had the greatest of sales here a while back. And that's where I got so many beautiful buttons. My beautiful buttons. Got them from Vanessa. And oh man, they are the most awesome buttons. And a lot of them buttons are going to be on this quilt. What I'm doing right now is I'm kind of going in all different kind of directions. Just going around each piece that I just laid on. Okay, so December 7th. Oh, that's a holiday. What is that? D-Day or something like that? I don't remember. Not a fun holiday, or maybe it was I don't know. Not something we really. Pearl Harbor Day, something. I don't remember. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember anymore. It's like my mind is just completely in retirement mode. So that's why Crazy Quilting is perfect. Hi, Susan Hill. It is good to see you. Yes, it's real good to see you, Susan. I'm doing some quilting, but not in the way you did quilting. Susan Hill, if you don't know, she has done so much quilting in her day. In fact, she wrote a book. And I think her books have all sold out. I think I don't, they're still out there. Because I seen one time on in eBay, but the person selling it wanted one arm and one leg for the book. Oh gosh, Papa, you just startled me. You just startled me. Yeah, but don't get it right now because it's under my feet. Oh, he's gonna get here. If you must.
Yeah, I will take it out.
Yeah. There. He's collecting trash. And if he's on a run for collecting trash, don't get in his way because he's going to get that trash. We've had a wicked weather day here on Long Island. So much rain in such a short time and very windy. Oh, it's windy. It's windy here today. It's kind of odd. It's kind of really breezy. I guess most people would call it breezy. And although it feels really good. It feels good. I love having a little bit of breeze like that. And it feels nice. And all my wind chimes are just a singing. Just a singing, just a swinging in the wind. Okay, let's see, where else do I need to go? Well, I need to go to this end, so I'll just take a shortcut right across here. I'm having so much fun with this. I don't know. I think I'll probably just end up with a mile high stack of 10 by 10 inch squares. No, I'm gonna get them sewed together. I am definitely doing that. But it's like I don't want to do anything else right now. Although I do other things because I go back and forth. My daughter, now my like I said, my daughter just got home from Jennifer. Are you still there? She just got home from vacation, and I told her she was gone a week, little bit over a week, and I told her, "Don't you be buying me no, don't spend money on no souvenirs, but you pick up all the flyers and those kind of things that you can get." Because she went to Savannah, Georgia first, and they went and seen so much in Savannah. And then after they left Savannah, they went up through Atlanta and then over to Alabama to my granddaughter's house, her niece's house, and she stayed a few days there. And so then every time they went somewhere, she got all the flyers and things. And 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 so I have got a stack of booklets and flyers, and the images on them are so amazing. The ones from Savannah are so amazing. They're so historical, a lot of historical things. And there's one that has got the like a painting on the front of it of Rosa Parks. I love it. It is just amazing. And so I haven't really read through them yet. I just kind of went through all the pictures, and I'm so excited. Those are the best souvenirs. Rather than to bring me a keychain or a refrigerator magnet, I don't need none of that kind of stuff. But yes, I love them, Jennifer, if you're still there. I have looked through them and I am loving, loving, loving them. So, oh, and then there was even one in there that I don't know where she found that one. I haven't read on it, but it was all about someplace about cigars. I said, there you go. There's another one for my cigar journal. Or my smoking hot journal. That's what it is called, actually, smoking hot. And so I'm so glad that you all came to just like a unadvertised live stream. Nothing fancy, but I have been working on this quilt for a while now. Well, it's not that long. It's really not taking me all that long to get it going. And I think because each piece is different, it makes it so much fun because you don't get bored. Spontaneous. That's a good word, Janice. Yes, I'll use that. Susan, are you leaving? You love my hairdo? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it like all put up beautiful. It's just beautiful. That's my hairdo. Yep, that's it. Just beautiful. Now, let's see. Oh, no, I got to go down this way, too. See, since I have these, some of my squares, I just went, up and down, up and down. Some of them I went around and round in a spiral. And some of them I'm done like I'm doing this one. And I'm just getting each piece stitched on around the raw edge, zigzagging along all the raw edges. That's all I'm doing. I think I got them all the raw edges. I gotta go right down here and get this one. Okay, so now that I got all of them stitched along the raw edges, I'm going to cut. I'm going to take my ruler here and my rotary cutter, and I'm going to make sure because some of my pieces that I put on top of my square are off the edge of my square. So I'm going to just cut those little pieces off. So then my square is exactly square, because I'm going to put that truck on there. I'm going to put that truck on that one right there. And I'll always know that I originally meant to put that on something for Jeffrey, but now that he's 12, yeah, no, you don't want that, no. I buy things, I say, oh, I'll do this for this person or this for this person, and then the stuff gets put away, and then I don't find it for years, and then that's what happens when you live at the same address for 46 years. See there, now I have that square. I got that all on there, but then I have this little fuzzy truck. Isn't that the cutest thing you ever saw in your life? Let's see, how should I do this? Yep, it's going to go on like this. Okay, it's going to go on like this. So I'll just put a pin over here. Hi, Lala Gamalori Way. I'm just here in a spontaneous video. I gotta write that word down so I don't forget that. This is a spontaneous video. It is good to see you. Well, I don't know if they put this is the first live video I've done right through YouTube, the YouTube studio. Usually I use StreamYard, but this time I'm just going through the YouTube studio just to see how it will work. And Alice Mott, she says, in this light and with your light it is, you look 20 years younger. Oh, 20. So I'm only 51. That's wonderful. Yeah, stupid YouTube told Joey, but not me. Stupid YouTube told Joey, but not. Oh, you gotta watch out for Joey. He's got something going on with YouTube, getting secret messages. Okay, so now I'm going to sort of zigzag all the way around. See, I think I want my length of my stitch a little bit smaller. Yeah. And I'm going to just stitch all the way around this square. Or not the square, but the applique. I can't believe I'm finally using this after having it this long. Because I've had this around a long time. And a lot of babies have been born and raised that I could have used this on a baby gift. You think I did? No, I didn't. So now it's going on this quilt. I don't know where the quilt will finally end up. Maybe I'll raffle it off to my family. Whoever can bring me the most cookies. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if my family would. Not all my family. Some of my family would like to have it, but not all my family. So I'm just going around this tower, and then just clipped for my. Oh, Bootsy and his bald head. Yep. I think Bootsy would be a fun person in the neighborhood. I think if I lived in Bootsy's neighborhood, I'd go for walks every day, and every morning I would stop at Bootsy's to see what he was doing or planting. And I just listened to the airplanes flying over top of his house from the JFK. In long voyage. Purple is my color. Yes, I love purple. Oh, I will be doing a dog or two. I might have to draw my dog. Oh, you know what? I could figure out a patchwork dog. I, that's a good idea. Definitely have to have my wiener dogs, sausage dogs, whatever dogs you call them, hot dogs. I got two of them hot dogs. Hot dogs. Huh? Okay, thank you, sweetie. Papa's got all the trash out. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's trash running day. He takes care of the trash. Lately, he does the trash. He does the dishes. He does the laundry. There now, look at that square. Isn't that going to be beautiful on this? And it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. So that is going to be awesome. Your grandmother called dachshunds nipple scrapers. Yep, that's what they are. Hi, Irene. Yes, I'm having fun doing this last kind. I guess it's a of series of my quilt squares. So I guess it's my junk journal. No, I don't know what it's called, but anyway, it's kind of like a series. But I've just decided, though, I think what I want to do is take this one square that I made for the which is going to be. See, I don't need that much more to because this is the one square that I've stitched together as the crumb quilt, and there is a lot of videos that you can watch that show you how to do a crumb quilt or actually give you ideas of a crumb quilt. And they are amazing. They're just, I think a crumb quilt is the way to go. Now, see what I have is I keep finding some of these awesome pieces. Now, some of these pieces I got from my friend Patty. My friend Patty was making, I don't know, she's probably made 6,000 masks. Now she's making all kind of, like she puts embroidery on them and she makes them. Wow, does she do a good job. And but she saves me, well, she was saving me her scraps. I asked her to save me her scraps, and so she was saving them. And then I told her, okay, I think I got enough. But I think now, this soon, I'm going to have to start saying, well, maybe you need to start saving them again because although I still have a whole great big tote full of scraps down here, but by getting other people's scraps along with your own, then you have quite a large collection of different kind of scraps. And so, and I think that is awesome. Don't you just love this pattern? Well, I do. I love that pattern. It's kind of like what do they call it? A tartan or something like that. But so right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that square that I made already for the square for the that it was going to be for my starting of my crumb quilt, but I'm going to finish this quilt before I actually start on my crumb quilt. I just wanted to play with that crumb quilting process while it was fresh in my mind. And so Sometimes when I talk too much, I run out of air. I need to get my scuba equipment. Actually, I've never been scuba diving in my life. Lately, I have just sat at this sewing machine and I have just been head, head at this sewing machine, and I've just sat at this sewing machine. And sometimes what I'll do is I have my Kindle over here and I'll put a movie on and watch a movie while I'm sewing. And then I think that's pretty cool. Okay, let me see. Um, let's see. Irene says, I'm going to try to make a 10 by 10 piece. Oh, thank you. It's coming from the Netherlands, and I have to stitch it by hand because I don't have a sewing machine, but it'll be coming your way. Oh, thank you, Irene, all the way from the Netherlands. Oh my gosh. And I'll have to put that on the piece too, because I'm putting labels on my pieces so I know, who sent them. And you know what I should do too? I didn't think about it, but if I put a little label even from either the state, because I can still do that, the state or the country that it came from, that will be even awesome to add to the name. That would be super. I mean, the quilt from around the world. I think it'll be awesome. And I got one already that's all hand stitched, and that was from Erin Morrison. She hand stitched. That girl has got me so impressed. That she's just young. She's just a young lady, and she joined us last year around this time. We had a little retreat, and she came for the retreat. We were 4 days at our retreat, and all she knew to do was crochet. So she says she just brought her crochet stuff along, and she goes, "That's what I'm going to be doing." And yes, that's what I said, Vanessa. So that'll be December 7th at 2:20, not at 2:20, at 7:30 Eastern time. And yes, yes, Wallagama Lori Way, she was there too. But that's all she knew. That's all Erin knew when we started, and that's a year ago. Now that girl is drawing. She's her whole square. I got it in the other room because I got a stack of them that I'm working on. Is all hand stitched, and I'm hoping she's got a sewing machine, but she hasn't gotten industrious enough yet to even try it. So I want her to just pack it up and come on over here. Or she can come on and spend the night on the couch. And oh, thank you, Laura, for sharing it. And I will. Yep, that's going to give me the push I need to make sure I don't change my mind, because I had a bad habit of changing my mind. But I'm going to have some fun things in there, and I'm going to, like I say, I don't think I'm going to have anything over $5. And also, there's going to be giveaways that have already been donated, and I'm not even sure what the giveaways are, but they're Christmas oriented in their hand. I don't know if they're pieces. I'm not even sure what they are, but I thought that they were donated. And so I thought giveaways, so there'll be plenty of those. And like I say, there's going to be maybe some books, maybe some magazines. There will be magazines, the Tattered Lace magazines for sure. And then I think I have some others like the Reminisce magazines. I think I've got some of those. But I'm not going to have anything that's going to be real big and bulky and heavy and costly to ship. So, because that's what I look for. When I go to somebody's YouTube or somebody's auction, I like to always try to get something. And but I can't ever get anything that's real costly. And then I also look at the weight of things, thinking, okay, what will this cost me in shipping? And I kind of let that kind of dictate to me if I'm going to be able to bid on it or not. And so, and so, and so I'm one that usually ends up bidding on the very inexpensive things and lightweight things and things that I can use to make different crafts out of. I don't buy a lot of ready-made crafts. I've bought a lot of papers that are oh, is Gail going? Somebody say hot bye to Gail. Okay, okay, thank you, Vanessa. Sorry, but Gail says she says I have to leave you, but glad I caught you. If you had come in 2 minutes later, I wouldn't have. Take care, stay safe, and stay well, everyone. Gail is such a caring and helpful individual. She's such a, and I see her, she helps on other channels. She is just always there, and she's always, her and Lala Gamma way. It seems like they are ones that are, they help out everybody. And that, sometimes like I know Lala Gamalori, she can't go and afford to. She lives on a string as it is, and so she can't afford to go and support by buying things at people's auctions and whatnot. But she sure does go and spread the word, and that is so helpful. That is just so helpful to everybody who is doing a little sale. And nobody does these sales just for the fun of it, although they are fun. And because most people are, this is hard times right now. But then I noticed too, there is a lot of people who purchase from these sales that live off in East Duwadidi somewhere. They're not able to get to stores, and or they don't. Some people aren't like me. I have got a house full of scraps. That's why my name is Scrap and Lizzie. And so most people don't save things like I save things. And so I have things to share. So yeah, maybe I'll even have some ribbon packages. Don't think I'll have any buttons because I'm a button hoarder. I've used a lot of my buttons, and I'm using a lot on this here quilt too. So probably won't have any buttons, but I'll have a few things. A few things. It'll be a short sale too. It won't last more than a couple hours. So now I'm almost to the center of this one because I'm sort of spiraling the, I love the, not spiraling in a circle, but spiraling in a square, just getting the whole thing. And then sometimes even do you have Unicorn Magical Treasures? I have Magical Treasures. Is it a coloring book? Yeah. You're doing all my favorite things, sewing. Armor fabric. Now, okay, now that's a new name to me. So Do you have a sewing channel? If so, I really do want to check that out to see what you're doing. There's Selena. Hello. And Selena, okay, Selena. Is Selena the, wait a minute, Armor, is that Selena? Okay, thank you, Laura. All right. And so, no, your stuff sale is Unicorn Magical Treasures. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, then I want to look her up. Selena, I'm going to look you up. I am absolutely going to look up your channel because I want to see what you do. I am always looking for, oh, thank you. She says she watches me daily. Thank you so much. Well, I don't always get a video up every day, but and then there's some days when I get 2 or 3 up in the day. And although I don't ever edit, what you see is what you get. I don't edit my videos. I just make them and then I put them up. And so if I goof up my video, it's going to be goofed up on the screen. So I have nothing to hide. Nothing to hide at all. Oh, how did I do that? But I really love doing my videos. It's just something I started on the spur of the moment. Well, actually, I was first encouraged by Stacy, um, Stacy Evans. She's the one that first encouraged me all them years ago. And so that started and made like one a month or something. And I thought I'd be too bashful, but I guess I ain't bashful. I learned to not be bashful. So and since this here quilt is just a shabby dabby whatever crazy quilt and there's no rhyme or reason to anything except just don't throw your scraps away. And then even when you're done with this quilt and you've got little bitty tiny scraps that are like this big, you just stuff a pillowcase with them and make a dog bed out of them. That's what you do. You just stuff them in a pillowcase and make a dog bed. So see, there's now that one. And there's now my little truck, my little truck, my little craziness. But then see, when you take this, something like this, and then you take and maybe have a little bit of a doily, like a little piece of a doily or something, stitch that on there. You can just stitch so many things on in there. Now this morning I have made 2 of the ribbons, just using all those little ribbons, that one and that one, and putting all the different color ribbons on the already different colors of fabric, and that's pretty. And then this one I made this morning, which is just again just a bunch of shapes, and they're just all stitched together. Now that one I just went up and down and up and down and got them all stitched on that way. And so that's 5 I did this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 that I did this morning. But then now, I guess it's afternoon. I don't know what time it is. I don't have a clock in here. There's my ruler. And so then I'm just going to square it up because it always is not square once the the little edges of the scraps, you know. See, these pieces here are what you save. Just save them all. Just put them all in a little Ziploc bag, and then when you get enough, you can stuff a doggy bag with it. Make a dog bed with it. Make a pillow. So you don't have to throw anything away. I've even got a Ziploc bag here that is full of nothing but threads. Threads. I mean, like when I'm threading, you know, when I'm taking the strings off the edges of raw fabric, you know, then I save them too. They're all in a Ziploc bag, and I've used them in making little flower embellishments and putting them in the middle. There. Now I cut the squares, the edges, so they're all nice and clean. Yep. We don't waste. We don't have to waste. Back in the prairie days, I call them, they never wasted anything back then. They didn't even have trash men back then to come pick up your trash. They didn't have it. They didn't have such a thing. They didn't know what a trash bin was because they didn't have any trash. Everything was oh, Bootsy is changing rooms and computers. That's kind of what I was doing earlier, was changing rooms. Well, I cleared off this table some because I had an ironing mat across it, but it was actually in my way. And then so I put my ironing boards over on the side, so I don't need that ironing mat. And so I cleared this table and made it a little bit more organized. And so, yes. Oh, I'm kind of looking Pam at the paper outpost. I love her. She's amazing. She is just truly amazing. She's um she's I would say she's like me in a lot of ways. She's just so fun to listen to. And Jersey just says, I just realized I have a webcam. I can do StreamYard on my channel now. My kid doesn't need that camera anymore. Oh, yes. Yeah, Lala Gamma's been here a few times. I wish she'd come back, though. I wish she'd come back. And I want Erin to come. Erin Morrison, she doesn't live too far either. And we got together because we all had like a retreat last October. And we were we stayed at an inn out by the Gulf. And for 4 days, oh my gosh, did we have fun. Everybody, everybody, it was very funny because everybody that came, we didn't have a plan. We didn't have a plan. We just says, bring whatever you want to work on, and we'll just all meet there. And so everybody did just that. They brought their own little table, their own little something to work on. And at one time, the housekeeping people come by, and they wondered if they should come in and make our beds, but then as they looked in the door they realized that they couldn't get through the sitting part of the room to the bedroom part of the room. And we says, nah, just leave us some towels, we'll be good. And they just kind of looked in there at us and shook their heads because we were just, that room was full. You could not hardly get around in there after everybody brought their stuff in there. We had so much fun. So that was great. That was fun. But we shared, we laughed. It's like we had this 4 day pajama party. And also during our 4 days that was there, the weather was miserable because we had a hurricane. Not a bad one, but a hurricane had come through or right beside us or something. And so, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And We made memories for sure. We were going to do it again this year, but as it turned out with the pandemic, we kind of didn't do it again this year. And so hopefully maybe next year we'll, if we all live that long, maybe next year. So, yep. Anyway, hi, Nana, Desert Nana. Now, do you live in the desert? Nana, where do you live that you named yourself Desert Nana? I'm thinking out west somewhere, or maybe the Sahara Desert. Yeah, my family did. They came down there with all the birthday fixings. Yes, there's Mrs. Gigi. Good to see you. Mm, gosh, now let's see if it shows. Oh, I've been on here an hour. An hour. When 29 people found me, even without having any notifications. I live in Joshua Tree, California for 25 years. Oh, I've never heard of Joshua Tree, California. That's an awesome name for a place to live. So that must be in Southern California, I would guess. Time flies. Yep. And Patricia Rodriguez is from San Antonio, Texas. I'm new to your lovely channel. Love you. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. My channel isn't got anything organized, nothing. I mean, I do what I'm feeling for the day. Sometimes I take sometimes I just take from the greatest thing I've learned watching other people is from the Jersey crafter Laura. When I first started watching her, pretty much all she did was glue stuff. And she would just get on there and she would do her video and she would just glue stuff. And she talked about how just gluing stuff for her was so calming. Well, until then, of course, I glued things down, many things I glued down, but I didn't just glue things just for the sake of gluing things without any vision ahead of it, just gluing. And since then, I have learned that a glue book, just glue stuff in it. And that is very therapeutic because there's no measuring. I mean, you can tear pieces, you can cut if you want to, but you just glue up a lot of scraps. And that is just glue. She would say, just glue it. Yep. Some people just say, just screw it. We don't say that. We just say, just glue it. I didn't mean to say that to sound funny, but yeah, I don't usually say that word, but I just had to make that comparison. Yep, we just glue it. Oh, you're okay, Selena is in Pensacola, Florida. Wow, that is awesome. Now we have a friend, one of the girls that came to the to the retreat was from Milton, Florida, which she lives up there in the panhandle and probably not far from Pensacola. Hi, Patricia. And Patricia, she's in Arizona. I remember that. Pam turned me on to Lizzie. She said, "This lady gets it. This lady gets it. It's just paper." That was nice of her. I'm glad, Alicia. I just love Pam at the paper outpost. She is amazing lady. Yep. Oh, and you live so close to Milton. Oh, that is awesome. And then there's another girl that lives in Milton too. I can't think of her name right now, but I know she ordered something from me. And when I put her address on, I said, "Oh my gosh, that's where our friend lives." Yeah. Yes, Birdie, Birdie, Bertie lives up there in Milton. And there's another lady too that lives in Milton. So there's a lot right up in that area. Oh, okay, Alicia. Okay, so I gotta write these down. I'm not gonna remember these names. Get me a piece of paper. Get my I'll put it right here in my this is my secret code book. It's got all of my passwords in there. Let me write these names down real quick so I don't forget. Because I want to go and find. Okay, now Alicia is. Okay, armor. A. Wait a minute. A-M. Where to go? O-U-R-F-A-B-R-I-C. Where to go? Oh, not C. It's Q. Q-U-E-S. I'm 71. I'm swole. Okay, so there, I have to look that one up. And then who? Oh, Alicia doesn't do videos. Oh, no. Okay. Was there somebody else I needed to look up? I know I'm going to look up armor. And that was Selena, right? Let me write that down. Okay, so I remembered that far. Okay. Alicia Mott says, I lost my happy mouse virginity, but I still. Okay, Selena. Okay, I got that. Selena. Okay. Okay, I got that wrote down in my secret code book. Bootsy says, if you need me, my photo is up in the post office. Uh-huh. Oh, gosh, yes. And there's Teresa C., Little Sister Spitfire. Now, is that somebody, are you somebody new or somebody who changed your name? Hi, Lizzie and friends. Teresa C., Little Sister Spitfire. I like that name, too. Yep, see? Selena's part of the secret book. See that? It says secrets inside. That's what it says. And that's what I got. Because I forget my passwords. And so I have to have them all wrote down. And that's my secret book. See? I got her in there. Remember that napkin you had yesterday? Which one was that? Lisa Blight. Hello. Lisa Blight. Lisa, do you make soap? There is somebody who makes soap and sent me. Hi, Erin Morrison. Gosh, we were just talking about you too. We have to quit talking about Erin. She's in the house. And there's Joey Defy. Hello. And Lisa. Somebody makes homemade soap. I don't know. For some reason, Lisa Blight's name made me think of it. And they sent me some soap. And I loved that soap. And then I don't remember who it was that made the soap. Now, all of you that are in here, if you know of, okay, it wasn't Christy though, it was somebody else, but that's good to know that Christy makes soap because